Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. And got stopped out of SNTK again, and it's not. It's like it's now setting up for higher, possibly, but I don't see like a lot of other good opportunities other than I think SNTK is probably one of a few, and the market is still range bounding. Bouncing near the EMAs and like the previous swing high and swing low level. Still a lot of chop. And like tomorrow I exited SMR at on Thursday. Yeah, I've set my stop on the Wednesday high, and then it stops me out on Thursday. Now it's going lower. Like some stocks are getting some rejections, such as the ONDS is a pretty huge one that I didn't expect. It just closed below the EMAs on a Friday. The rejection on the anchor FEB is a really strong one. And Rocket Lab too. It also overshoots the 21 EMA. Not even reached the anchor FEB on the swing high. And then it somehow gets rejected and closed below all the EMAs again. But there's also some of the semis names is really strong, like Nvidia. Also this it's the AOI. I think there's one a few more. Oh, this AXTI too. Definitely there are actions in both directions, and the market is still indecisive at the moment. I'm like still leaning towards the short side for a bit, unless the market can prove like it can broaden its leadership and have more follow through on the upside, and not just a few day bounce and then a huge red candle on the next day. Last Friday's price action, intraday price action, is so volatile. Even after midday, it is the volatility is still really high, and the market is just chopping around without going anywhere. Looks like it's going to have a crash down, but it made the high low, and then it trying to take out the prior swing high, intraday swing high level, and then it gets rejected again and gets sell off. But it closes, it's just picking up again. Just so choppy on last Friday. Rarely seen. Fastly pulling back into the EP angle FEB level. I think it worth a try. Q is it's looking pretty good on the long side, but there's an earnings this Thursday, so probably can't take it. But I'm like I don't really like the breadth of this market for the long side. Like the leadership is a bit too narrow, or maybe that's the sector rotation is not on the tech stocks or the speculative names. Maybe I'm just going to sit out for today. Just would like to watch how the market would tell me. PE is holding up pretty well. I hope we can build an inside day today. Maybe tomorrow can be long. Art is starting to lose the 50 EMA, but Wednesday is the earnings, so I'm gonna pass on this one. And a lot of the semis names are building a bull flag after getting a huge run at pretty short one for this flag. NXT is also building a pretty good flag here, but it's a bit choppy to trade, at least for the past three to 4 months. But the mega caps is not doing well. Microsoft breaking down from bear flag, and is only bouncing back to the 9 EMAs, not even reaching the 21. It is really weak. Apple is fine. Let's see whether it can hold or lose the 50. And Amazon is losing the 9 EMA again. And Meta is rejecting on the 21. Google on the 21. Like a lot of the mega cap names are on a resistance level. The strongest one are the semis. I'm really like, am I being too skeptical on those bull flag, because it has been a pretty stretched uptrend without a long base or a long pullback. It's only pulling back to the weekly 9, not even to the weekly 21 or let alone the 50. But generally, even in 2020, like I think a pullback to the 50 or the 21 is more healthy for sustaining an uptrend. I don't really have that much confidence on buying this breakout after a long uptrend without a decent base or a consolidation. And the breadth is considerably low. The financials are starting to crap. Gold and silver is trying to move high, and I'm going to look for the shorts maybe next week, or like if it builds a double top or something. Lumen is breaking down today. Fortinet breaking down. And Rivian after the EP is just it went straight down and then closed below the weekly 9 and 21. Really weak. Nvidia is attacking the 194, 193, the key level. But Wednesday, earnings day. AAOI for the I think it's on the 19th of February. It is really good. It is really good. Hourly, it will be a bit early, like, or aggressive for the, if you're buying on the hourly breakouts. But if it is, or if you're buying on the breakout of the previous day high, it will be a little bit difficult to set a tight stop, unless you have a you have used an intraday stop or just a breakout candle stop, and it works. But generally, if you're using those intraday stops, you will have a lower success rate. But sometimes if you some entries are really hard to have a tight risk with the stop setting at the low of day. So it's really a trade-off. But I really like this undercut of the 21 EMA and reclaim, and the next day inside day, and Thursday for a breakout. Other lab is the strongest satellite stocks. A lot of earnings in the coming days. It could be the turning point of this market. Wednesday there's a lot, Thursday too. Gotta be well prepared for the possible EPs or just a huge gap down. S&P is going to 700 and possibly all-time high. ONDS is or it's on the 21 EMA. I wanted to like play a short here, but today some of the tech names are still pretty strong, and then not sure about not sure about the bounce is valid or not, and I don't have a lot of positive feedback from the shorts from the past 1 to 2 weeks. Trying to wait for a day or two. Hopefully, it's not going to going to fall from here. Starting from now, Tesla is losing. Tesla is breaking down. TXN is the first semi names. I mean the really big one, the big names losing the 9 EMA. Doesn't mean anything yet, but would be a small crack. IWM is lagging today compared to the previous weeks. When this is kind of rejecting. If the market really turns down tomorrow, maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow would be a good opportunity for bounce into the declining 9 EMA. But I really want the market to confirm the weakness first, because this is too choppy, and then I really don't want to get chopped up. I think the intraday entry is fine, but the environment is not favorable for the mixed actions and the lack of follow through for both sides of the trade. No matter you are short or long, there are lots of names that is only having like a few 2 to 3 days follow through. So it's like you have to exit after 2 to 3 days to get a really short swing, 2 to 3 days swing, and then you have to sell into the strength or just cover into the weakness. And there are lots of there are some stocks that is showing strength, but some stocks are showing weakness. They're really you can't only focus on one side. At least for me, sometimes I'm also reflecting and evaluating whether should I only ignore the other side of the market if I'm only trying to focus maybe on the short side, and then I just ignore the stocks that is showing strength and only focuses on the stocks showing weakness. But at this point, I don't think this is a good idea. I still want a holistic view of the whole market. Oh, this WDC is rejecting on the Anchor FEB. I believe we'll get a pretty good mean reversion long setup on IGV pretty soon. I don't know when, but hopefully there is one. There will be one. And the financials are weak. Consumer discretionary, home constructions, they are pretty weak. Oh, so many of the stocks in my lagging watch list is falling really hard today. It feels like it really feels like a bear market if you're looking at the lagging watch list. Crazy thing is a lot of them are in a downtrend for several months already, while the IWM is still above the 50 EMA. So I think today will be a no trade date, which is good. I really want to reduce my number of trades for this year, so today will just marks one of the day that I didn't make any new trades, and I think I really need to improve my sit out skills. For the market, I really wanted to close weak. Just stop getting back. Just pick one direction. And hopefully the short side, because it's like the leader is kind of extended. The indices is also kind of extended without a deep pullback. I think to the 50 EMA would be the optimal one and a healthy one. And if so, I think tomorrow or the day after tomorrow will be a good. I will start looking for the short opportunities. Nvidia is trying to. It's pulling back to the prior day high. ESML is still above the prior day high. So strong. So I really don't see anything here for today. And thanks for joining. We'll see you in the next one.